All right, so now that the engine is out of the Biscayne, I'm going to put it back up on the engine hoist and separate the two. I've got to take the starter off so I can get at the torque converter bolts, unbolt it from the flywheel. Once I get that unbolted, I'll unbolt the bell housing. Can separate the two at that point, and yeah, obviously I'm going to keep the transmission. I don't know if I'm going to use it in the Biscayne or not, but the 6-cylinder is definitely going away. So yeah, nothing left but to get to it. So I've got the starter off, but one thing I never thought about is I can't hardly spin this thing over to undo the torque converter bolts when the engine ceased. So I guess torque converter is going to have to stay with the engine, and I'll just have to pull the transmission off and hope I can get to them bolts. All right, torque converter's off. I took the glide over and cleaned it up. Looking much better now. So yeah, next step is to get rid of this thing and get to working on this. Well, I'm in the process of removing the drive shaft, and in all its glory, gives me pause for concern, because I don't know, this is maybe what, 2 inches, 2.5. I still got to take the steady bearing out, but I don't know if that's built for LS power. Guess we'll find out. There, drive shaft's off, so I can get this thing down off the jack stands, so I can wheel this thing out. Well, wheel this out, so I can wheel this out, so I can wheel this back in, and this won't be in my way anymore. Okay, engine's gone. So that's all cleaned up. Next I want to finish ripping the interior out, so just get the dash, that rotten dash cover off, and maybe take the heater core, all that stuff out of there. I've got to find out where these mice are getting in, so that's my sneaking suspicion. It almost looked like they were coming up the quarter into the roof and building nests all along the headliner, so yeah, a little more investigation underneath the hood there, and just got to find nooks and crannies where they could be getting in and seal those up. Well, there's the gauge cluster out. So that's the dash ripped out of it. Things don't look too bad in here. Got a little bit more of a mouse mess to clean up there, but that's about it actually. It doesn't stink in here anymore, so that's good. There's the rest of it there. So that's probably as far as I'm going to go in regards to tearing the interior apart. Hopefully I can just clean this up and start putting things back together. And as far as mice getting in, I honestly think that's the problem. That was behind the quarter panel. That was open. I'm thinking they left it open, forgot to close it, and that's how the mice got in. Because everything else is seam sealed. I can't see where else they'd be getting in, and honestly, that gives them a direct access to the quarter panel into that roof. So I'm thinking that's all it was. Hopefully that's all it is anyway, but I'll keep digging. Maybe I'll find a hole in here somewhere, but honestly, both those kick panels were left open. I'm thinking that's how the mice got in. Well, I think I'm going to end that video there. I do apologize for the lack of content lately. I think you'll notice that my beard's kind of filled in and hair's a little bit longer since the beginning of this video, but I have recently taken on a new career path. It's a good change. Everything's positive for sure. Just have a little bit less time to work on cars than I would like, but that's all fine. Next step, I'm going to order parts for this thing anyway. I want to get disc brakes in the front. I want to switch to a dual master. I've got to find something for an interior. I still plan on hopefully maybe rebuilding the old seats, but yeah, I got to get some parts coming anyway. I think I'm done stripping the car as far as I'm going to strip it. So now the fun part begins. Start getting to bolt new parts on and see if I can't get this thing running in time for the spring. So stick around. I do, like I said, I do apologize for the delay in content here, but stick with me. This project will keep going, and yeah, I hope you enjoy it as much as I am. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.